Hey guys, it's Jeb here, and in today's video, the Winklevoss twins say they're in talks about joining the Libra Association. That's right guys, the same Winklevoss twins who Mark Zuckerberg screwed over back in the 2010s with the idea for Facebook. There's a massive legal battle, and from that legal battle, the Winklevoss' payout went to starting their journey into cryptocurrency. There's very clearly going to be some bad blood between the Zuckerberg and between the Winklevoss twins. It's really interesting that the Winklevoss twins are talking about joining Libra. We're going to be discussing this later and what this might mean for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And guys, from there, we're going to go ahead and dive into some technical analysis on Bitcoin because as you guys can see, it looks like the prophecy that has foretold that Bitcoin will reject off of this uptrend right here around $11,000 has indeed been vindicated because Bitcoin is trading around $10,650 right now after a rejection last night. The market was looking relatively bullish and I was in a long position, and it just so happens that I decided right before I went to bed that I wasn't feeling quite as bullish on Bitcoin because we hadn't had the breakout that I was hoping for during last night's live stream. I wasn't feeling as good about it, so I went ahead and closed my position at break even, didn't lose anything, and luckily overnight I was right on my prediction that Bitcoin would fall further because Bitcoin's fallen another $300 since then. We're going to be diving into this and researching why exactly this crash may have happened and whether or not this is actually going to exacerbate into something larger for Bitcoin or if this is just a temporary setback. So guys, I think we have a great video lined up for you. I hope you do enjoy. If you do, make sure you smash that like button. And guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We do daily cryptocurrency videos and daily cryptocurrency live streams. And also guys, don't forget that we are still running the sale here on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. If you guys need to learn about cryptocurrency technical analysis, which if you're trying to learn Bitcoin, then you most certainly do, I highly recommend checking out CT2A as linked in the description down below. We're just about to hit 800 students, which is absolutely incredible. I'm so happy about that. If you want to know what we're about, we'll talk about that more at the end of the video. If you want any testimonials as to whether or not the course actually works, I encourage you to join the Discord server and talk to the dozens of students in the Discord server that are in CT2A and see what they have to think about it. I'll tell you what I think they're going to say. I think they're going to say good things because that's what they always say when someone does that. So check out the Discord server and check out the $40 off coupon code linked down below. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and dive on into it. The first thing I want to talk about is why I was bullish yesterday and what exactly happened. You guys know that I was relatively bullish on Bitcoin, and I'll show you exactly why. If we look at our 20 exponential moving average and we move out to the 4-hourly chart, what we're going to see is that Bitcoin did manage to get above this moving average yesterday. We were trading above it. And as you guys can see, typically when Bitcoin is above this moving average, it's in an uptrend. When it's below it, it's in a downtrend. And right around the time that we cross it, that has been the decision point, the change in direction of the market, the break point, if you will. As we can see here, guys, about 48 hours ago or so, Bitcoin did manage to break bullish here. We bounced and we continued higher. And that led me to believe that Bitcoin was looking relatively bullish. And it wasn't just that, guys. Of course, I don't just trade off of one indicator. We also saw yesterday that Bitcoin temporarily anyway broke above and closed a daily candlestick above the 20 exponential moving average on the daily chart. Not just that, guys, continuing with the rapid fire TA here, we could see that Bitcoin also broke above the 0.5 level here on the Fibonacci retracement tool, and that was also a very bullish thing. Furthermore, guys, a reversal in the direction of the MACD and the fact that the histogram started converging bullish on itself was another indicator that we were probably about to start going bullish. There's more technicals that I can talk about, but all of what I just said combined with the bullish fundamentals that we've been seeing lately, I think that gives you an idea of why I was bullish on Bitcoin. And right now, it looks like Bitcoin did manage to fail at the very last level of resistance. Right before a major breakout, Bitcoin had to put the brakes on. So we're going to talk about that. Of course, another breakout that Bitcoin had was this consolidation pattern right here. We broke bullish, and that did lead us all the way up here to around $11,000, but we got rejected at two critical points. One was $11,000 flat, guys. That's obviously going to be a big even. People are going to set trades around there. If you guys are in CT2A, you'll understand the concept of big evens. But it wasn't just that, guys. We do have this uptrend here as well, this red one. If we look on the 15-minute chart, this is drawn almost perfectly here on the 15-minute. And as you can see, that's where we topped out last night. So I did mention this as a potential scenario in yesterday's video, and I said that it was not at all unlikely. It was definitely possible. So to keep an eye out for that, and that's what's happened. Bitcoin has rejected there. We talked about that in yesterday's live stream also, that it is very possible that Bitcoin rejects here. I like playing breakouts, and that's why I didn't trade this earlier. I set a trade at $10,850 with a very tight stop loss in case something like this were to happen, because the risk was very, very low, something like this, but the reward was Bitcoin going up to 11.5, which was a very, very juicy return on investment if you were to follow the calculation and the trade the same way that I was going to. But guys, that's okay. Not everything's going to play out exactly the way we would like. As we can see, though, we have rejected here. So what does this mean for Bitcoin? Well, guys, we were in this consolidation pattern, and Bitcoin did break bullish out of it. And guys, this right here, this pattern with this level of resistance did very much look like a bear pennant. Luckily, Bitcoin broke bullish out of that, and we didn't break bearish. But guys, also keep in mind that just because you break one pattern, that doesn't mean that the same pattern can't reestablish itself. Right now, we are in what would be called a bear flag. And the reason for that is because we have a trading channel or a wedge. A bear flag can be either trending to the upside following a bearish rally. Also keep in mind the degree of this rally. This rally is not as steep as the crash that we saw, which is also a point in favor of the bears. Now guys, guys, a lot of people are calling this bear flag right here, they're calling it to break bearish, and they're calling for Bitcoin to go down to $9,000. And honestly, I think it'd be very healthy for Bitcoin to go down to around 9.1. I'll show you why in a second. But to be honest, guys, this is turning into a lot more than just a bear flag. Guys, a bear flag is typically not going to be as long and drawn out and just as large as the rally or the crash that went into it. Right now, we've had this crash right here leading into this bear flag. Guys, the proportions on that just don't look right. It's very possible that Bitcoin breaks bearish here, and this does turn into what you would expect from a bear flag. But if it does, guys, at this point, the price target is basically just going to bring us back down to where we started, or just a little bit lower, down there around $9,000. And guys, that leads me to the point of $9,000. Why do I keep saying, and people keep saying in general, that $9,000 is a very possible area for Bitcoin to go down to? And I do believe that's true. The main reason for that is because here on the weekly chart, guys, the 20 exponential moving average has updated, of course, because a new weekly candle has opened. And as we can see, it's trading here around $9,000. I've said this in so many videos, so I will be very brief. Remember, guys, the 20 exponential moving average is a major level of support, as you can see here, during bull market. So it would make a lot of sense for Bitcoin to pull back to that. It would actually make technical sense, and this has been my stance since the very beginning of this bear flag, or whatever this trading channel is, that it would actually make technical sense for Bitcoin to break bearish and move down to that level of support. Now, the short-term technicals haven't always agreed with that, but the longer-term technicals, I think, are insinuating that something like that is very possible. So guys, what we're looking at here is a decision point. Bitcoin can either continue with this bullish momentum that's built over the last few days, especially with news like Bakkt and other major news stories that have happened. Whether or not Bitcoin moves to the upside is yet to be seen. Bitcoin can follow through with those bullish news stories and some of the bullish fundamentals and technicals that are still there, like the bullish MACD on the daily chart, for example. Or Bitcoin can fall below here and break bearish and start moving down towards $9,500 to $9,000. So guys, this is the conclusion of the technical analysis. We are looking at another decision point, guys. Right here, this is a decision point. Bitcoin's probably going to come down to test this uptrend of support. If not, then there's another one we can look at, because Bitcoin, I noticed this earlier, has also reestablished an uptrend right here. So Bitcoin might be testing this right around where we are now to right around in here, somewhere in between here and about here. This box right here, guys, this is a decision point. This right here, what Bitcoin does in this box is going to determine whether or not Bitcoin continues an uptrend, or if Bitcoin reestablishes a new downtrend and crashes to around $9,100. If Bitcoin breaks bearish here with volume and confirms it, then we're probably headed below $10,000 down to $9,000, and that would probably be a very good place to short. If this happens, I will most definitely be shorting this with quite a bit of leverage. But if Bitcoin does break bullish here and bounce, then we still have the opportunity to move to the upside. Like I say, guys, when you're moving around in patterns like these, you have to switch between bullish and bearish every once in a while, because right here, Bitcoin is looking very bullish. It just so happened that we rejected. Right now, we have to be a little bit more bearish, guys, because remember, the trend is your friend until it ends. The trend was bullish, so it was our friend right up until it ended. Now we're bearish here over the last 8 hours or so we have to be bearish because that is the trend. The trend is our friend until it's proven otherwise. So guys, watch out for that decision point. Watch out for what Bitcoin decides. We will see what happens in tonight's live stream. Bitcoin will probably have decided if it was going to bounce or break bearish, and we'll talk about that there. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be updated when that live stream starts. And also, guys, like I said, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to smash that like button. So guys, let's go ahead and move on to the news section here, because there's a really interesting one for us today. Guys, I was looking through news this morning and I read this headline and I just had to do a complete double take, because it read, the Winklevoss twins say they're in talks about joining the Libra Association. Now, if you guys don't know why that's such a strange headline, let me break down the power players here. These two characters here are the Winklevoss twins, Tyler and Cameron. They're twins, so whichever one is which. You may also know that the person who owns Facebook, and Facebook, whether or not they want to admit it, owns Libra. Facebook is owned by Mark Zuckerberg. And if you guys don't know about the history between these two, let me inform you. The Winklevoss twins and Facebook got into a very, very big court case over who owned Facebook and who had the idea for Facebook. It came down to a $20 million cash settlement and partial ownership of Facebook, and Facebook, around the time this finished, had increased its valuation to around $50 billion. They settled for around $150 to $200 million. We don't know the exact number, but the Winklevoss twins, even though they got screwed over by Facebook and by Mark Zuckerberg, they walked away with over 9 figures in US dollars, which is why that they are such big people in the cryptocurrency space, because they had all that money and they went and used that to found the Gemini exchange. And now, guys, it seems the stars are aligning. Yes, that is very much a pun, because Libra and Gemini are astrological symbols, because the Winklevoss twins are saying that they're in talks about joining the Libra Association, which is absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and read this. And I say incredible to mean unlikely, not incredible as in good. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, Bitcoin bulls and founders of the Gemini cryptocurrency exchange, say they are open to partnering with arch rival Mark Zuckerberg on Libra. CNN Business reported on August 19th that the twins are not allowing their notorious and drawn-out settlement with Zuckerberg to stand in the way of a potential collaboration. Whether or not a partnership will finally materialize, Cameron told CNN that Libra represents a step towards mass adoption of cryptocurrency, underscoring, "I think there is a day in the future where we won't be able to live without cryptocurrency or imagine imagine a world before cryptocurrency. Guys, for many of you who are under, say, 25 years old, try to remember a time before computers. Try to remember a time before the internet. Think about how everything happened before that. If you weren't alive back then, it's hard to visualize because you guys have grown up with the internet. You weren't around before the internet. So the same thing is true as what he's saying with cryptocurrency, is that as cryptocurrency reaches mass adoption, there's going to be a day that we might not even be able to fathom what it was like before it. As CNN notes, the twins' proactive promotion of crypto regulatory matters could make the duo an attractive partner for Facebook, given the widespread alarm the latter's Libra project has already sparked among governments and regulators globally. I'd also like to add among the cryptocurrency community, because I don't think we're very big fans of Libra either, to be quite honest. Guys, I'm not going to read through all of this. I encourage you to read through the rest of it and catch up on this news story. It's very interesting that the Winklevoss twins want to join Libra and be on the board, considering the past that they have. I really want to see where this goes and whether or not they actually do, because if they're in talks right now, it means they haven't confirmed anything. I'll be honest with you guys, I wouldn't be happy if they do go ahead and do this. I don't want to see adoption for Libra. I don't want to see the world agreeing. I don't want to see Libra become what Mark Zuckerberg wants it to become, guys. Facebook is a gigantic company. They're worth nearly $1 trillion. And as someone in the Discord was talking about, guys, Facebook is ruthless. They have destroyed the competition many times. The Winklevoss twins are a good example of this. Mark Zuckerberg is ruthless. He will do what he has to do to become number one. And Facebook is the exact same way. And that same mentality is going to carry through to Libra. And they can say whatever they want about the board and the founding members having control of Libra and it being democratic. But the fact is, Facebook is the one that started Libra, and Facebook is the one doing a lot of the funding for Libra. So they have control of Libra. If Facebook gets control of Libra and they think that Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency is a threat to it, they can try to attack it. Now, even Facebook is not large enough to stage a 51% attack on Bitcoin, but what Facebook could do is go buy a couple $100,000 worth of Bitcoin on the over-the-counter market so they don't move the markets to the upside, and then go sell and short Bitcoin on exchanges with tens of thousands of Bitcoin at a time around crucial levels of support and crash Bitcoin, all the while promoting Libra to try and usurp Bitcoin with the project that they're creating. Now, guys, I'm not necessarily saying that any attempt like that would be successful, but you have to keep in mind, Facebook has $45 billion of cash on hand. They can do some damage to Bitcoin, and they can most certainly do some damage to some big altcoins. So keep an eye out for that, guys. That's something I'm going to be watching very closely, is seeing how Facebook interacts with the cryptocurrency space, whether or not they want to build relationship with the cryptocurrency space and try to build bridges with Bitcoin, or if they want to try to destroy Bitcoin and take out the competition like they've done so many times in the process of building their social media monopoly. So as far as I'm concerned, guys, Libra is a threat to Bitcoin and is threatening Bitcoin. I'm not necessarily saying that anything bad is going to happen, but it is something that we need to keep an eye out for. So I'm not really happy that the Winklevoss twins are talking about joining Libra. We'll see what happens. I very much hope they decide not to do that, because Gemini is a very large exchange and they do have power and influence in the cryptocurrency space. I don't want to see that happen. This could very easily turn into some major drama down the line. Not the kind of drama that we want. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much going to do it for today's video. Sorry for wrapping up on such a sour note. I'm just very passionate about Bitcoin, as you guys know, and I don't want to see Facebook and Libra and Mark Zuckerberg come in and try to get their grubby little paws on it and ruin it for us and usurp Bitcoin and replace Bitcoin and think that Libra is going to be the cryptocurrency to rule them all, when that's most certainly Bitcoin's job. So guys, tell me in the comment section down below what your opinion is on Facebook and Libra, and what your opinion is on the Winklevoss potentially joining the Libra Association. Like I said, guys, we're going to be following this very, very closely. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash that like button. Let's see if we can get to over 300 likes on this video. I would love to see that happen. And guys, if you're new here, make sure you also hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We do daily cryptocurrency technical analysis and news related videos, and also pretty much daily live streams. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be updated every single time a new one of those comes out. And guys, I am going to remind you that we are running the sale on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. You have exactly 6 days to join C22A before this sale ends, and the price will probably be increasing relatively soon thereafter from $199 to $249. Right now, you can join the Academy for only $159. So not only are you getting a $40 off coupon code, August 2019, you're also pretty much getting a $90 off coupon code, because the price will be increasing relatively soon. And as you guys know, if you're in the Academy, you get access to all current and all future content. So the revamp that is currently in progress is going to be released for free to everyone who's already in the Academy. So if you join today, you'll get access to the amazing content that's here now, and to the revamp, and to the new content that will be added over the next month and a half or so. Guys, if you're investing in the cryptocurrency space, the first thing you need to invest in is your education. You need to understand how to work in these markets. It's so very important that you understand how they move. It's so very important that you understand how to chart and read technical indicators and find winning signs and patterns and signals and technical indicators. It's so important, because if you can't do that, you're probably going to fail with your technical analysis. I remember when I got started, it was hard. It did not make sense. It was confusing, and I wish I had have had a resource like this. If you're serious about getting into the cryptocurrency space, if you're serious serious about learning these markets, $159 is a very, very low price to pay for what you're getting. Seriously, guys, if you don't believe me, join the Discord server and talk to some of the people that are in CT2A. They're going to tell you what they think of it. I did not pay them to say anything. They are telling you their honest opinion. I don't have a single affiliate for the course. The only person marketing it is me. So if you talk to someone who's in CT2A, they're going to give you their opinion on it. I think I know what their opinion is going to be. They're going to like it because that's what they always say, but don't take my word for it. Join the Discord server, ask them, see what they have to say. And also, guys, like I say, there is a 14-day money-back refund guarantee. So if you join CT2A and you watch less than 30% of the course material, because like I said, if you watch the whole video, if you watch the entire course and want a refund, that's not really fair to me. In the first 14 days, you can shoot me an email at cryptojeb@gmail.com. You will get all your money back. No questions asked. You will get a refund, guys. So no one really does that because they enjoy the course. But if you are worried about it, if you are on the fence, keep that in mind. There is a refund policy if you decide you don't like the course for some reason. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. Like I said, there's 6 days left in that sale. Make sure you join with the link in the description down below. We're about to hit 800 members. We have 798 right now. I would love to see you be the 800th student. The link and the coupon code are in the description down below. But guys, like I said, hit that like button if you enjoyed. Smash the subscribe button if you're new here. And tell me in the comment section down below what you think of today's analysis. And what do you think about the Winklevoss twins partnering with Facebook? And also, what do you think about Libra in general? I want to hear your opinion on that. I want to hear your take on that. So let me know in the comment section down below. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much going to do it for today's video. I do want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.